in any city, in any country. Go to any mental institution or halfway house you can get yourself to. When you reach the front desk, ask to visit someone who calls himself the holder of rage. The person will appear shy as they show you to a door and then walk away. When you enter the door, you will be looking down a staircase that descends into darkness. As you descend the stairs, you will begin to hear screams. The screams will come from a fruit of indeterminate origin. If the screaming stops at any time, shout to the darkness, "Resume your business. I do not wish to intrude." If the screaming does not come back, there is nothing you can do, for you will be dead before you know what happens next. If the screaming continues, you may move on. Eventually you will see light coming down through the cracks in the door. Go through this door and you will be in what appears to be a medieval dungeon. Hollowed out skulls filled with candle service lanterns and skeletons line the walls. There will be a wooden table in front of the fire outside a fireplace. On this table is the served head of a 4-year-old girl staring ahead with glassy eyes. So step up to the table and look the head in the eyes. In a clear, commanding voice, ask, "Who will stop them from coming together?" The head will look at you in the eyes and tell you the tale of a man. She will tell you his entire story, from this man's violent birth to what he is doing at that very moment. His deeds will be recounted in a horrific detail. He is a murderer of which the likes have never been seen, and he is just as mad. If at the end of the story the head tells you he is listening to our conversation, you will be dragged out from this room and never be heard from again. You will experience all of the most horrifying images ever conceived, and you will be kept alive until you have experienced them all. If she tells you he is elsewhere, he is now looking for you. He will not stop until you are dead or the objects come together. She will tell you to pick up the head by the hair and look at the table where she was. Sitting there will be a needle covered in dry blood, semen, pus, and countless unidentifiable substances. That needle is object 21 of 538. The hunt has begun and the clock is ticking. In any city, in any country, go to any hospital and ask to visit the one who refers to himself as the holder of chaos. The clerk will begin to shake his head and pound his fists upon the desk. Ask him thrice more, and he will stand up quietly and lead you to a room with only one door, the one which you entered through. You must close your eyes. If you don't, you will forever be stricken blind, and the only thing you will see is the constant sight of utter chaos. If you have closed your eyes in time, after an hour of standing in confusion, you will hear a soft voice. The soft voice will call out, "Do you have them?" Do not answer this question. Instead, stomp your foot upon the floor and then open your eyes. If you see a long, stretching field in front of you, then you have succeeded in the first half of your endeavour. If you see a fiery plain of death and mutilation, then it is too late for you. You will be devoured by your own thoughts of your greatest fears. Walk towards the setting sun in the grassy field for 1 hour until you reach a tree with no leaves on its branches. As you get closer, you will see that the tree is constructed out of bones and it is surrounded in a pool of blood. Submerge yourself fully in this blood, and when you surface once more, you will feel a bone hand press something into your palm. It is a small vial. Drink from the vial and you find yourself standing in the lobby at the hospital. This vial is object 22 of 538. The hour is nigh and the demons are calling.